Thank you, Free.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, like I know that one, I appreciated him for believing in you.
You
but
always
two,
say that, bro.
When we
I
had
love you for
him
that.
sitting in that chair, he was still working through things.
Oh my God. You know what I found out later on that day? Free was, you know, he had something going on that day. I can't remember, but long story short, he was like, yo, he did that for you. Like, you know what I mean? He had so much going on that day. And you know, I didn't never ask him, or I probably mentioned it to him like, yo, Free, I'm gonna be doing a podcast today. But for him to really pull up, come sit down, chop it up with you, chop it up with us, chop it up with Bricks. And did that because he know you my guy and I'm your guy, and this podcast is dope and tapped into the culture of Philadelphia. For him to come sit there, that was, yo, man, he different, bro. And I always say this, man, no matter how far I get in my career, I'm gonna always be thankful for my OG, man. Bottom of my heart, man. Like, Free did so much for me that y'all might not even know about, man. He do so much for so many people, man. So many people, man. And to be dealing with his own situations, like, he's just, Free a special kind of player, man. Yeah, he definitely the Philly Superman. We
seeing rappers become great men
because of him, bro.
You know what I mean? And he's one of the examples, and he helps.
And we needed that.
Yep.
Philly needed that. And it's not just him too, man. Shout out Beanie Siegel, man.
Absolutely.
Shout out I call him Uncle Crack. Shout out Petey, man.
Crack, man.
Shout out Uncle Crack, man. Shout out old Skino, man. I always see old tapping in and helping these younger up and coming artists and jumping on records.
I do you one more that don't get enough. Shout out Someone.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Shout out Someone.
No
Somebody
doubt.
that fingerprints is on everything.
Yeah, no doubt. It's a lot of them, man. A lot of the OGs that's
and they ain't fronting.
That's tapping back in, and you know, look what Kaz Kev just did with Dell. Shout out Kaz Kev for that. Absolutely. That was heavy. Absolutely. Playing that joint with him and Petey. We needed that. We need that. That's what the city needs.
That's a moment.
You feel me?
That's not a record. That's a moment.
That's a moment.
That's a moment.
This is what we need.
And that's all we have is moments, because we still transitioning into getting used to attention and money. They saying we got 50 years and we know we got about 70. Yeah. But whatever. We still young with it, bro. We not rock and roll. We not none of that. And we come from the worst thing that was going on in the musical genre. Like, at the time, we was the bottom of the barrel. So for us to have the people up top, the people in the middle, these stories, the recognition, the acknowledgement for somebody like Freeway, he's not Will Smith.
Yeah.
He's not Will Smith. But I seen every time I see something, he's doing something, or he's observing his religion. And
come on, man.
That's a boost.
Yeah.
That make you know, like, man, we got more shit we could do.
Yes, sir.
We could do. We can have fun all day.
We got so
but
much
let's
more.
Party with a purpose.
Inshallah, you exactly right, bro.
Let's bring attention to something.
And hip hop is only what, 50 years old.
That's all they giving us.
You feel me?
Just imagine.
So for once to have been the genre that nobody believed in, nobody had no faith in, to be now the biggest,
a gimmick, we was a fluke.
To now to be in the biggest genre in music, generating the most money in music. Come on, man. And Philadelphia played a major role in that, man.
Getting the biggest part of the marketing budget.
Biggest part of the marketing budget. Philadelphia has played such a pivotal role in that, man. And when it come to my big dog, man, when it come to my big bro, Philadelphia Freeway, man, I feel like, man, it was meant, man. I was, me and my wife, he was listening to a song the other day that I did off Veterans Day Part 1, and I said a bar in there, this before I met Free anything, man. I said, listening to Free, I said something, what we do is wrong, that was my shit. You know what I'm saying? First moment I meet him, that's the song he getting ready to perform.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I'm snapping, I need to hear what we do. Son, come up on, help me out with this. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
Everything happened organically, man. And one thing OG always say, you just gotta be a good person, man. And I love that energy about him, man. You want that good energy around him. You could be the most talented motherfucker in the world, but if you a shitbag, I don't want you around me, bro.
I think that, see, your energy towards him tells a different story from what we used to.
Yeah. Because
you know the thing, why would an artist sign to an artist? That's the thing, right?
You hit it right on the nail.
That's the thing.
Hear it every day.
Everything ain't the same.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't the same. And good businessmen are good businessmen. Good people are good people. At the end of the day,
good people are good people. Good businessmen are I couldn't sum it up better, bro.
But was that a concern for you in the beginning?
In the beginning, I heard it so much I could still hear it in my sleep, squad. I could hear it in my sleep. Like, it was like, dang, man, here I go. I just, reached this crazy point in my career, and here y'all go trying to chip away at it already.
Right.
But in my mind, I'm thinking like, all right, and I believe Free thinks like this too. You can be a dope artist. You could be dope. You could be the greatest person. I'm gonna give you some great examples. You could be the greatest artist in the world. All right, you conquered that. You proved that. But can you make somebody else great?
That part.
Mike was the best, right? What made him even greater? He made Scotty great. He took Dennis Rodman crazy ass, made him superstar. Tony Kukoc and Kerr and all them dudes, all them guys. He made Longley. He made them dudes great. Kobe, same thing. You know what I mean? AI, same thing. The team I went to the chip with, it was like.
But hold up. Do you learn from the Jordan story? Because the same argument they used to solidify him is the same one they used to tear him down.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You dig that, right?
That's crazy.
It turns from, I made all of these decent players, great players, and gave them moments and opportunities. And we've done that in life with our friends.
Right.
Like, our friends have had moments that they wouldn't have had if we didn't say, yo, we out. You know what I mean? But in sports, they've done that. But then when you look back on it, they say, but who is he playing against? And it's like, hold up. As an artist, would they say, live long enough to be a hero, see yourself become the villain?
And that's like, real. So what y'all gonna say is like, well, who he signed? Miss Freeway. It's Philadelphia Freeway. Nigga.
Son of the city.
Son of the 215. I mean, it makes perfect sense, first of all. Second of all, it's like, you ain't gonna never open the Philly history books and ain't gonna see my man name in there in bold black letters, man.
That part.
That album, all the albums to me, but that album on Rockefeller, it's cemented in history. Classic.
I feel like that's the way you would have did an album.
You feel me? Classic.
I feel like Philadelphia Freeway, even with the Nate Dogg joint. Like, I feel like that's...
Studied it.
That's where you would be.
Like, it was Bible. It was law to me. You know what I mean? Everybody, all my guys had Mac.
I was out of state,
young
so
gunner.
I was super going. You know how you go super hard when you ain't in Philly?
That's why it's so crazy to me now, because it's like, yo, bro. You know what I mean? And I know he look at me as a little bro, so I'm a past the stage of having to let him know how much he mean to me. You know what I'm saying? We brothers now, so you know what I mean? But still, every once in a while, I gotta let him know, like, bro, do you know, like...
You guys will find new ways to do that.
You feel me? Real rap.
Life expands.
And we all need that, especially my man and what he's then made it through. It's all right to pick up the phone and reach out to your dog and say, hey, look, bro, just think about you, dog. Listen, love you, bro. But
I keep it G. We have had, just like we were just talking about, nights where we got to hit 2, 3, 4 spots. And I see Son at one spot, and he be like, yo, you going to the other spot? I'm like, yeah. He like, yo, Free just called me. I think he might pull up. I feel like 8 out of 10 times that you have said that you talked to Free, he pulled up.